Hello, Dr. Kutcher here. Doctor spelled with an ER, not an OR. I'm here to give relationship advice. And based on my history of doctoral exceptionalism, I have all kinds of relationship advice that I am willing and able to share. So let us begin session. Welcome to the couch. Question number 1. How do I tell my longtime friend of 15 years that I am in love with them? Dr. Kutcher, doctor with an ER. I don't think you should tell your friend of 15 years that you're in love with them. You haven't started dating that person yet, under the guise of it being romantic. So my suggestion would be actually say to the person and articulate to them, I want to date you romantically. Don't tell them that you're in love with them, because you're not in love with them romantically yet. You're in love with them as friends. My other suggestion would be try kissing them first before you say that you're in love with them. You know the old first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in the baby carriage? The love part can come before the marriage part and the saying I love you part. Question number 2 for Dr. Kutcher, doctor with an ER. How do you know if someone is the one? Any tips on where and when to propose? That's 2 questions. So whoever this reader is really trying to pack in their questions. If you don't know, they're not the one. That's how you know. You're asking yourself the question, if you're like, is this person the one? If the definitive answer to that isn't yes, they're probably not. The answer is probably no. Maybe usually means no. It's a very important thing. Question number 2, from the same person who's taken up BuzzFeed question time. Tips on where to propose. Here's what I would suggest. Proposing in a place that is meaningful to your partner, or there's a distinct memory you have of your love and care for one another in that place. That could be a very good place to return to for proposal. Dear Dr. Kutcher, doctor with an ER, how do I initiate sexy time with my wife without feeling like I'm bothering her? And I don't know why I went to a Borat with my wife. Foreplay for women, it happens all day long. It's not like right before you're ready to have sex, foreplay begins, and it's not when you're having sex or making out. Foreplay starts in the morning, and have foreplay happen all day long, so that by the time it's time for sexy time, the foreplay has already happened. Why doesn't my significant other post about me on social media? I post about them all the time, but even when I ask them to share photos of us, they won't. It might not be meaningful to them at all, posting on social media, or they might not want others to know about your relationship. If your fear is they don't want others to know about your relationship, that's an entirely different thing, and it's not relative to social media. If the answer to that is yes, you have a sense that they are secure in your relationship, then maybe posting on social media and broadcasting the relationship just isn't their love language. Any tips to keep relationships strong when you work long hours and have kids? That is a $1 million question for Dr. Kutcher, doctor with an ER. Every week, have a date night that is your time, and flip every other week. The other person has to plan where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do. Try to surprise, because surprise is powerful, because when we're surprised, it drops dopamine into our bodies, and that's like a natural drug that we all get to take whenever we get surprised, and it's lovely and feels nice. It doesn't have to be going out. It could be like, hey, we're gonna paint each other tonight, which is weird to think about doing, but could be a fun date night. Or, hey, we're gonna do a mini bonfire in a coffee can on our balcony. Don't set the building on fire. I think there are 4 parts in a relationship that you should talk about, and it's okay to grade each other on. 1 is romance, sexy times. 2 is your friendship. 3 is how you are roommates. And 4 is how you are as co-parents. Use that time to continue to elevate your relationship. That's my advice today. This is Dr. Kutcher, doctor with an ER, signing off. Thank you, BuzzFeed. Check out Your Place or Mine on Netflix. I think you'll enjoy it, and keep your hearts open.